Crocodiles, carnivorous creatures with sharp teeth and powerful jaws, not only symbolize dominance beneath the waters, but also hold a strong position in the luxury fashion industry. With extremely high commercial value, the crocodile farming and harvesting industry generates annual revenue of up to $9 billion, making a significant contribution to the economy of many countries. Renowned for their premium leather used in producing designer bags, shoes, and accessories, crocodiles are also harvested for their meat, oil, and bones, which are utilized in various other industries. However, to create a top-tier product from crocodiles, farmers must undergo a strict process of breeding, care, and processing that spans several years. The crocodile breeding process begins with the eggs, which are crucial in determining the quantity and quality of marketable crocodiles in the future. To ensure a high hatching rate, farmers spread a thick layer of sand in the nesting area, mimicking the natural conditions of the wild environment. The crocodile eggs are then collected and transferred to specialized breeding facilities, where they are incubated at temperatures between 29 degrees Celsius and 34 degrees Celsius, with strictly controlled humidity to ensure optimal hatching rates. The incubation process typically lasts from 65 to 90 days before the first baby crocodiles emerge. Once the baby crocodiles hatch, they are moved into specialized tanks with clean water, ample space, and nutritious food sources that help them grow rapidly. These young crocodiles are closely monitored for their health, growth rate, and environmental conditions, ensuring they meet the highest standards when they reach maturity. After several months or even years of care, the farms begin to reap the rewards from their professional crocodile farming models. Depending on market demand, crocodiles can be commercialized in various forms. Some crocodiles are kept for breeding purposes, allowing the farm to expand and ensuring a stable supply in the future. Adult crocodiles, reaching the standard size of 1.5 to 2.5 meters, are sent to specialized processing facilities. Here, skinning and meat processing are carried out using advanced techniques, ensuring that the products meet the highest standards before being exported to global markets. Crocodile leather is treated using special methods to create a durable, luxurious material used in the high-end fashion industry. Luxury brands are willing to spend thousands of dollars on each high-quality crocodile hide to produce handbags, shoes, and watch straps. Meanwhile, crocodile meat, rich in protein and low in fat, is increasingly popular in the premium food industry, especially in the United States, China, and Australia. The crocodile industry not only generates huge profits, but also helps maintain the sustainable development of crocodile populations through modern farming practices. Although crocodiles are one of the most dangerous animals, humans have found ways to effectively harness their value, turning them into an important resource in various industries. From crocodile eggs, leather, and meat to oil and bones, every part of this animal holds high economic value, contributing to a closed-loop supply chain that generates billions of dollars in profit each year. Crocodile meat has long been considered a premium food ingredient, highly valued for its high protein content, low fat, and nutritional benefits. Among the most prized parts are the tail, back, and legs, as they have a tender texture, a mild and sweet taste, and little fat, making them ideal for a variety of dishes such as grilling, stewing, stir-frying, or making soups. In particular, crocodile tail meat, which has a texture similar to chicken but slightly firmer, is often used by top chefs to create unique dishes. Not only is it delicious, but crocodile meat is also believed to contain many health-benefiting minerals, especially for supporting the immune system and reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. However, alongside the food industry, crocodile leather is one of the most luxurious items in the fashion industry, sought after by leading brands for producing handbags, shoes, and watch straps. The excessive use of crocodile leather in fashion has raised serious concerns about species conservation, as the growing demand could lead to overexploitation. Many animal protection organizations have strongly opposed this, arguing that killing crocodiles solely for their skin is inhumane and unnecessary. While the crocodile farming industry faces ethical controversies, eel farming has been rapidly growing as a more sustainable solution in the aquaculture industry. Freshwater eel has long been an important ingredient in Asian cuisine, especially in Japan, Korea, and China, where dishes like grilled eel, simmered eel, or crispy fried eel are highly popular. However, the reproductive cycle of eels is very complex, making it difficult for natural supply to meet market demand. To address this issue, farms have developed methods for farming eels from eggs, allowing them to control the breeding stock and ensure quality. In modern eel farming facilities, scientists and technicians have thoroughly studied environmental conditions, nutrition plans, and methods to stimulate reproduction under controlled conditions. After the eggs hatch, the eel fry are transferred to separate tanks, where the water temperature, pH, and dissolved oxygen levels are carefully adjusted to optimize growth rates. Since eels are omnivores, their diet is specially formulated, including fish meal, wheat, soybean meal, and fish oil to help them grow healthy and reach standard weights in a short time. Thanks to the development of eel farming technology, the industry is providing a stable supply for the market while minimizing the negative impact on natural ecosystems. Compared to crocodiles, eel farming generates less controversy as it helps reduce the pressure on wild catchers, provides a nutritious food source, and creates thousands of jobs in the aquaculture sector. Overall, both crocodiles and eels have high economic value, but the methods of harvesting and their environmental impacts are very different, leading to debates about sustainability and ethics in modern farming practices. Commercial eel farming not only requires advanced techniques, but also strict management of nutrition, living space, and water quality to ensure high productivity and minimize the risk of loss. Eels are omnivores, so their diet can include fish meal, wheat, soybean meal, and fish oil, which is evenly distributed on the water surface or placed in separate areas within the tanks to ensure the eels can easily access their food. Eels are fed 3 times a day, morning, noon, and evening, with the amount of food adjusted based on their size and growth rate. However, to prevent cannibalism and food competition, farmers must regularly sort the eels, separating the larger ones from the smaller ones. This helps reduce production losses and optimize growth rates. Every 6 weeks, eels are sorted and divided into different size groups. If kept together, larger eels may attack and eat the smaller ones. Additionally, controlling the amount of food is a major challenge for farms, as overfeeding can pollute the water, while underfeeding slows down the growth rate. When stocking density becomes too high, the space in the tanks becomes cramped, leading to an increased risk of water pollution, which can affect the health of the eels and potentially cause disease outbreaks. Therefore, when eels reach a certain size, they are transferred to larger tanks, which not only provide more living space, but also help maintain stable water quality, ensuring a high survival rate. In professional eel farms, the breeding tanks are equipped with advanced water filtration systems that provide adequate dissolved oxygen levels, creating optimal conditions for eel growth. Water pumps and recirculating filtration systems are essential tools that help remove waste and keep the water environment clean. However, the investment cost for modern water filtration systems is relatively high and requires specialized operational skills. In return, this investment helps better control water quality, reduce loss rates, and improve farming productivity. After about 6 to 12 months, the eels reach the standard weight and are ready for harvest. The eel harvesting process is quite complicated due to their slippery skin, making it difficult to catch them by hand. To harvest effectively, farmers often reduce the water level in the tanks and then use specialized tools such as nets or scoops to gather the eels. As soon as the eels are harvested, they are thoroughly checked to remove any that are sick or have signs of injury, ensuring that only those meeting the standards are sent to the market. At processing plants, eels are sorted by size and weight, a process that can be done manually or with specialized machines. Eels that meet the standards are packaged and transported to domestic and international markets, while those that do not meet the standards are processed separately or sold at a lower price. Commercial eels not only serve the domestic market, but are also an important export item, especially in countries like Japan, South Korea, China, and Europe, where dishes such as grilled eel, eel stew, and steamed eel are highly popular. The processing of commercial eels involves several steps, including sorting, cleaning, preparation, and preservation to ensure the highest quality before reaching the market. After harvesting, the eels are sorted by size and weight. Smaller eels are kept for further growth until they reach the required size, while those that meet the commercial standards are processed. After sorting, the eels are cleaned to remove mud, dirt, and impurities from their bodies. Cold water is typically used to keep the eels fresh for a longer time and to minimize stress, which helps preserve the firmness of the meat. If the eels are not processed immediately, they are stored in water tanks where the temperature and dissolved oxygen levels are tightly controlled to keep the eels healthy before being processed. In the processing area, the gutting process begins with a slit along the belly of the eel, extending from the lower abdomen to the head. This method allows the internal organs to be quickly and hygienically removed. This step helps clean the eel meat, making it easier for the meat to absorb flavors during the cooking process. One of the most popular methods of cooking eels worldwide is grilling them in the Japanese style, especially the dish unagi kabayaki. After cleaning, the eels are placed on an automatic conveyor for grilling, where they are evenly grilled on both sides at high temperatures, keeping the meat tender while making the outer skin crispy. The most crucial part of this process is the marinating step, where the eels are coated with kabayaki sauce, a mixture of soy sauce, mirin, sugar, and unique spices, allowing the eel meat to absorb the special flavors. After the grilling process is complete, the eels are vacuum sealed, which helps extend their shelf life while preserving the flavor and freshness. The eels are stored in a cold storage facility, maintaining a temperature between -18 degrees Celsius and -25 degrees Celsius, ensuring that the quality of the meat does not degrade before being distributed to the market. Once the processing is finished, the eels are packed into specialized containers and shipped to restaurants, retail stores, or distribution points worldwide. In Japan, grilled unagi kabayaki is considered a premium dish, often appearing in traditional restaurants and served with white rice, creating a perfect balance between the rich flavor of the eel and the lightness of Japanese rice. Notably, unagi kabayaki is grilled over natural charcoal, giving the skin a slight crispness while keeping the meat inside tender and juicy. So, what makes eel meat such a sought-after delicacy? Eel is one of the most nutritious seafoods, rich in high-quality protein and abundant omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients not only support cardiovascular health, but also improve brain function, especially beneficial for memory and focus. Additionally, eel is a rich source of vitamins A, D, E, and B12, which help strengthen the immune system, boost resistance, and are even believed to enhance sexual health. However, while the demand for eel consumption is steadily increasing, the natural eel population is rapidly declining. According to statistics, the number of Japanese eels, Anguilla japonica, has decreased by more than 90% over the past 40 years, leading to the species being placed on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's IUCN Endangered Species list. This presents a major challenge for the fishing industry, forcing countries to ramp up industrial eel farming methods to meet market demand while still protecting natural resources. Many farms have now adopted advanced technology for artificial eel breeding, helping to control the reproductive cycle, optimize living conditions, and improve survival rates, thereby creating a sustainable supply for the global market. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the world of eels. We look forward to seeing you in the next videos with even more exciting content.